arrived in Las Vegas, we did not know what we were going to get from Shawn Rhoden. A year ago, he fell to 5th. He's been in the top 5 6 years in a row. He was a runner-up here in 2016. And based on the way the call-outs went and last night's prejudging, Shawn Rhoden is very much a contender tonight. There are many bodybuilding fans who watch this show that feel that Shawn Rhoden may have done enough to become the 14th winner of the Mr. Olympia.
Well, there's no question he improved vastly from a year ago. Shawn Rhoden's first flush on the stage, Dan, we both called that he was off, a little bit of watery. We understood later on that he had a broken jaw. This is a vastly improved physique. The obliques are in, he's tight and he's dry. The delts are just offsetting that physique. You can see the traps are hanging from his skinny neck. His traps actually make his neck look non-existent by comparison. But Shawn is the best that Shawn has been. And remember, this is a guy, he's a former first-time runner-up in this contest. And I believe right now, he's better than he was when he got his first runner-up.
When prejudging ended last night, I asked you, Shawn Ray, who you thought was in the lead coming out of prejudging. You told us you had Shawn Rhoden ahead of Phil Heath. Of course, the night is still young. We still have protein routines. Half the contest will be scored tonight. It's still very much up in the air. But Shawn Rhoden has made this contest far more interesting than a lot of people thought.
But yeah, and it's a heavyweight fight, and a heavyweight fight goes 12 rounds. So if you fight the first 6 and win the first 6 rounds, and you're the champion, you may come back in those last 6 rounds, and may even get a knockout. We cannot discount the fact that Phil Heath has also had time to dry out. But right now, there's nothing that Shawn can do. Shawn's about as dry as he's gonna get. You saw the intercostals. You see the peekaboo on the lower back. You see a little bit on the glutes, the hamstrings. He's dry in all the right places. And the question will remain, did the champion rise to the occasion?
The knock on Shawn Rhoden, especially on a night like tonight, is that he brings just about everything to the stage you can bring, except energy. And it looks like he's trying to bring some of that right now. That's been a missing piece for Shawn. He comes out, he usually poses very slowly, very cerebral. His transitions are very slow and almost accidental in a way. And here he goes, and he's trying to bring some energy, and I think that's a big way for him to establish himself here on this stage.
Absolutely. Personality and charisma in this performance arena will help him. What he hasn't brought to this stage, Dan, in the past also was the lower back, and that's what Phil could actually turn the tables on him. But you see the feathers in the quads when he flexes them. The one thing I don't like about Shawn is when he relaxes his stomach in between, but look, he steps into the light and you can see the quads separate, the abs pop, the deltoids pop. Shawn's ready.
There it is.
If Shawn was going to be a threat, tonight's the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the USA, your 7-time reigning and defending Olympia champion, the Gift, Phil Heath.
All right, Dan Solomon along with Shawn Ray. You are watching the #1 bodybuilder in the world perform here at the 2018 Olympia. Made his pro debut 12 years ago. 5 years after that, he became Mr. Olympia. He turns 39 this year. He's attempting, of course, to equal the all-time record set by both Lee Haney and Ronnie Coleman. Last year he dealt with all sorts of issues, some injuries. He promised to come back this year better. He promised to come back here and make history. And Shawn Ray, I'm going to let you get this posing routine started by giving us a take on what we're looking at right here from the 7-time champion.
You're seeing why they call the guy the Gift. His side chest is world class, and now he's turning to the back, which is what he will even admit wins him competitions from time to time. It definitely saved him last year standing next to Big Ramy. You see the glutes, you see the hamstrings, and now we get up to the back double bicep. And usually by comparison, this is where Phil rises to the occasion.
Well, Phil Heath and his trainer, Hani Rambod, are known for mastering the art of those 24 hours. They have a history of being able to tweak and tighten and improve over the course of those 24 hours. So the question is, has he done what he needed to do coming off of last night, where he did get some criticism?
Well, by himself, he clearly has dried up. It's when he stands next to the other guys is we're going to find out how much. But right now, you see the split in the biceps. You see the feather on the hamstring, the separation, striations. Phil is dried up nicely. cannot determine whether it's enough until he's standing next to the other lineup. Again, he doesn't have very many weaknesses.
This is very much a business trip for Phil Heath. He knows what's at stake. He knows there's plenty of people that would like to see him go down. When you get to the top, those are the realities. And he is here. He has done the work. I caught up with him the other night. He has laser focus. He and Hani Rambod have worked extremely hard to get to this place, and he is on the doorstep of history.
Well, when you talk about history, Ronnie Coleman and Lee Haney, you cannot not talk about someone like Phil Heath, who may join that company. But again, the midsection is what I'm drawn to. In between the poses, he's got to maintain a nice, tight midsection, because that's where Shawn Rhoden will close the gap. He may shut the door on him when it turns to the rear double bicep, but when it comes around to that front abdominal and thigh, that's where Shawn Rhoden is right there waiting for Phil. So this is going to be a battle of comparisons in terms of what they look like standing next to each other.
And for Phil, he's a different kind of champion. He's also a champion in the era of social media. It's been a whole different set of circumstances over the course of his run, and he's been very willing to put his opinions out there, very willing to respond to detractors. But here he is tonight in Las Vegas at the Orleans Arena, doing everything he can, scratching, clawing, and fighting his way to the finish line, because he's looking to do something that only two men in the history of the sport have ever accomplished.
Phil will always be in that conversation, tied with Arnold Schwarzenegger with 7. I'm not a big fan of the non-routine in the routine round. I would have much more appreciated Phil doing an orchestrated routine. But nonetheless, he hit all the Phil Heath signature poses, and he's dried up nicely. Now we come to the payoff. We're going to start with him.
This is it, folks, the last comparison for the title of Mr. Olympia. Let's send it down to the table. Big Steve.
Thank you, Bob. Phil and Brandon, switch, please. Rolly and Williams, switch, please. Gentlemen, spread out and hit a front double bicep.
All right, the last time these guys will be compared, history will be made one way or the other. You cannot stop progress. Phil will either win or he will not. And either way, it will be a historic moment by the time Steve Weinberger is done with these final comparisons.
Side chest.
One side note, that is Brandon Soul Brother #1 Curry that is in that top 5 call-outs. A very unfamiliar place, but well-deserved. I've taken out several big names, including Cedric McMillan and Dexter Jackson and Big Ramy. We now see Brandon Curry making his first ever appearance in the top 5 of a Mr. Olympia
Spread
lineup.
out, guys. Everyone take a step.
Phil directing traffic up there, making sure
Back double
there's plenty of room.
bicep.
That's the veteran, especially when you got $400,000 on the line and an 8th Sandow trophy you're fighting for. You want to have plenty of space, Dan, on that stage. And right now, they all
Back
are
lat
serious.
spread.
Shawn, I'm going to just ask you this one question. Has anything changed in the way you see this competition from last night
go,
to
guys.
right now?
Man, this is coming down to the wire. Because again, we counted the poses. And if we're going numerically on the poses, Shawn Rhoden slightly edges out. But
Side
again,
tricep.
Phil's signature poses are carrying him in this dogfight right here. But it's hard for me to stop looking at what Rhoden is presenting on that stage here tonight. I've only witnessed, Dan, personally, one upset on this Olympia platform, and that was back in 2008. when
Abdominals
Dexter
and
Jackson
thighs.
took out the reigning defending champion in the form of Jay Cutler. Now, that case was 10 years ago. And if it happens again here tonight, the question will remain, if Phil gets beat, does he come back next year to try to make history? That's going to be the bigger
We
question.
know what happens. We saw Jay Cutler defeat Ronnie Coleman.
Your
We've
favorite,
seen
most muscular.
Dexter Jackson defeat Jay Cutler.
We saw Lee Haney beat Samir Badu in
And
1984.
we saw Phil Heath defeat Jay Cutler. We've seen this story play out. So history suggests that it can happen. That's an impressive pose by the champion, Phil Heath. Right now, I'd like to see Shawn Rhoden fighting a little bit harder at this point, but
I think Shawn's done enough, bro. I mean, I'm looking at this in real time, and I got Shawn Rhoden right now